When we first heard about some of the record rains that were happening in our catchment, the first and most important thing was to remain calm, so the community knew that whatever our response was, it was considered and measured. I think the toughest part for our residents was the uncertainty of not knowing how long the floods were going to be, whether we were going to get more rain, how long we're going to be isolated, whether the town was going to be inundated with floodwaters. Council was actively working with the relevant authorities to make sure that we had food, fuel and medication. It was thought that maybe we were going to get some 74 type levels, and if that was the case, we knew there were some weak areas in our levee bank.
We got the teams back in off the roads because they couldn't do anything out there anyway with a significant amount of water. We built up the lower spots on our levee bank that we've already got in place. Obviously we have to have some of those lower spots for when we do get the rain so that the water can get out of town. We're lucky enough to have grader, a roller, a few small trucks, so it was a few extra loads with the smaller trucks, but we got there in the end and it kept the boys busy and everyone pulled together.
Once our communities were isolated by road, Bedourie had just missed out on their food truck being delivered. Birdsville was lucky enough to get their food truck in, so they was okay for a period of time. As soon as the truck could get to Boulia, we had to fly the resupplies in through our local disaster management group.
With the resupplies to town, the Roadhouse will let us know what they're expecting. From there, I generally work with a group of different people to organise the freight into town via trucks and aircraft. Mostly aircraft, obviously, because we're cut off, but when I say trucks, it comes to Boulia the majority of the time when we can get there, and then from Boulia onto Bedourie, either via Rex, Birdsville Hotel, Aviation, and a few other people. Our first drop was around the 27th of February, which actually totaled out to be about 1.5 tonne, and that took about 5 different flights. So we had some from the Rex plane, it dropped some of it off for us, and then we had 4 other flights come in on smaller aircraft to unload as well. And then we get together and unload the planes. Everybody's always willing to raise their hand and say, yep, we'll come out and help.
There was also some choppers that done some resupplies out to our stations from Birdsville and from Bedourie. We're very grateful to all the people that were involved.
We got in early and planned early, which protected our community and increased resilience.
What I'm most proud about is our community coming together, working with one another, and as isolation settled in, we kept an eye out for one another. It's what made living out here special.